Welcome to our Good Friday service. As we begin, I want you to imagine that scientists have found the vaccine for COVID-19. I wonder how much you'd be willing to pay for that vaccine. $100, $1,000? What if you were on a ventilator? You'd be willing to put your house on that, I imagine, wouldn't you? Friends, it's a similar situation with our world. We actually forget that the reality that our world wasn't all that healthy before COVID-19. The world didn't enjoy healthy relationships with one another. The marginalised of the world were still marginalised. The poor weren't getting richer. And most of all, the world wasn't in a healthy relationship for the most part with their creator. You could argue that it had always been that way. Think of a time when the world was not unhealthy. See, our world has been on the ventilator for some time, holding out hope, holding out for the hope of things to come, better times ahead. But friends, Easter is a time where we actually reflect on God's solution, God's vaccine for this sick world. How much God was willing to pay for the vaccine, for the solution. How much was he willing to pay? He was willing to give up his son. His son, Jesus Christ, recognised all that was to be paid to. You see in Matthew 16:21, from that time on, it says, Jesus began to explain to his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things at the hands of the elders, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and then must be killed and on the third day raised to life. What's our response to that? Well, the question that Jesus poses to those who follow him comes immediately after that. In Matthew 16:24, Jesus says, whoever wants to be my disciples must deny themselves, take up their cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it. What good would it be for someone to gain the whole world yet to forfeit their soul? See, our response is costly too, but it's nowhere near as costly as the cure for the sickness of the world, that cost that was borne by God in Jesus Christ. And we see something of that today as Rob teaches us from the story of the Easter trial. We're going to start our time together by singing.